My name is Cai Fisher. My pronouns are she and her, and I'm a trans Indigenous woman. I was born in Bemidji, Minnesota, raised on the Leech Lake band of Ojibwe in Cass Lake, which is the town that's central to our reservation. I use graphic design, performance art, and I guess makeup as a lot of my expressions of art. I'm trans, and that's like maybe third on my list of descriptors. And as a performer, that's who I want to be seen as. I've always wanted to be presented as somebody who's performing. I wanted to be a performer. For me, it was, I just want people to watch me do this. I showed up and I performed for my first show. I've seen so many people that were like just happy that I was existing. That felt like a new sense of like identity that didn't leave me once I got off stage. I have recently started producing and DJing with my own music, making the drag space that I was using, which is very theatric, into a everybody's moving type of healing space with like my music, which is really exciting. Just sharing moments of vulnerability with people during an event is really interesting because I don't know who's walking through that door and who I'm helping. Watching the powwows as a young girl, I would always think and be told this is for healing. And we're like our movement, our dance, our like what we're wearing, everything us collectively here moving to the drum is healing. And that's kind of the phase that I feel like my people are in right now, is like accepting what healing really is. Makeup for like the expression of how I want to be seen during this day. I think even makeup is a part of healing. Some days I don't feel the greatest about myself, and if I can decorate the shell that I feel for the day and it looks good to me, I can at least have that. I actually applied for Ignite Rural on a whim. I was starting to learn how to do grant writing for like just in general. The last due date came through for one of these grants, and my friend had reached out and she said, "Hey, there's this grant I just saw. I'm going to send it to you. It's for Ignite Rural at Home Residency." And I had the same feeling of like, I'm not going to get this. The rejection's always the worst. And my friend had said, the worst they can say no. And I was like, yeah, that's what I don't want to hear. And it was the only one that I received. Being where I am in this small community, I'm the only one doing like what I'm doing, which is like drag and DJing. And I was excited because it was going to be networking with other artists. That's what I want to do with the ability to connect. It's one of the things that stopped me from wanting to invest in myself as an artist, do music, was it's just an expensive industry as it is. I think with this grant and these opportunities, I now can confidently put money into it. I can't say how grateful I am to have received that sign, so to speak. I was pretty close to just giving up on like wanting to do that, and I thought, well, I'm just going to go back to school and commit time to that. I should grow up. And I feel like getting this grant was me growing up, and I'm like, oh yeah, there's other ways to do this kind of stuff. This was a really huge push towards continuing to push what I want, which is healing through movement. So being selected reignited the fire that I felt like was going out with the fatigue of organizing and making art that I felt like was becoming really monotonous. This drive that I have to continue organizing for what I started it, which was we're healing through movement.